Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia on the Lawrencia TV, a channel that celebrates ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So please subscribe, like, share, and also click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I post new content. So for today's episode, we're going to be talking about wife material, or what it takes to be a very good wife material in the African and Nigerian sense of that word. So this discussion was inspired by Toke Makinwa, a media personality in Nigeria. She came out and she made, some certain claims in her tweets or what she put out in her social media page. So let me just read that for you. So Toke Makinwa basically said, Nigerian men's definition of a strong woman is long-suffering emotional abuse and high tolerance of accepting bad behavior. You will hear them say, she turned the boy in me into a man. That means that her name is endurance. The woman has endured. She went on to say that society encourages that sort of narrative. Women are seen as strong by the amount of BS she has to endure till the man is ready to give her peace. When they meet the woman who stands up for themselves, society labels them as wayward and too opinionated. Who is the society again? So she's basically asking, who are these people making these rules? A lot of people attacked Toke Makinwa, saying that she's not qualified to even make such general statements about Nigerian men. Some people argue that Toke Makinwa should have just said some men instead of saying Nigerian men. So they came at it, especially the men. They argued on that basis that she should not have generalized all Nigerian men to say that all Nigerian men are abusive, emotionally abusive, and not giving their wife peace. So let me just give you a bit of a background about Toke Makinwa. I can assure you that Toke Makinwa is very qualified to have said what she said. Toke Makinwa has been through it. She dated her ex-husband for over 11 years. They finally got married, and that marriage was short-lived because she said she was enduring everything before the marriage. He was cheating, he had a side chick, he had different girlfriends, and she was busy working, footing the bills. He was living in her house, but she felt, okay, this is somebody I love, this is somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with. I am happy to do everything it takes to make him mine. So she was the typical Nigerian enduring woman. And a lot of people classified her as a good woman at that point in time until they got married. She said after they got married, the abuse continued. He was still going about doing everything he was doing. He left her to sort out everything in the house while he was spending his money on his side chick, who apparently at that point in time got pregnant, had their son. Toke said she knew that he was dating this other lady, but she was thinking, okay, now that she is the wife, he would not continue with that relationship. But she said most of the time that they were married, he was always traveling, because he's kind of a fitness trainer. So she said he was always traveling, claiming to be going for one fitness job or the other, or one fitness seminar or the other, but he always end up in the side chick's house. So when she found out that they had a child, she said she confronted him, I think even before the wedding, but he denied everything. But when she actually found out that he is the father of her child, she called off the marriage, and that was how that wedding ended. So is Toke Makinwa qualified to have said what she said? Yes, because she was the typical Nigerian woman. Toke has been through it all. Toke was married to this man. Toke dated him for 11 years. She was hoping, praying to be the one he chose among a plethora of girlfriends and, side chicks and baby mamas. And when he eventually picked her, she was thinking, okay, this is going to be the final bus stop. He's going to, since he's made that choice, he would kind of stick with her. But that was not the case. He was still feeling entitled to go out there to cheat and all that. And when she decided to leave the marriage, she was tagged wayward, she was tagged a bad wife, she was tagged, they called her a whole lot of names, saying that she could not endure, she did not give her husband peace. That was why he went out to date this other lady, to get her pregnant, that she could not, she was career focused. That was why she couldn't get pregnant, and he got somebody else pregnant. So it was a whole lot of backlash. So for Toke Makinwa to have come out to say those things and to have tweeted those things, it is coming from a place of experience. I think in Africa, or in Nigeria especially, because I'm going to speak as a Nigerian woman, there is this expectation that people expect from the lady. Let's say you're getting married. Nobody is telling the husband you have to give your wife peace. Nobody is looking at the wife's peace. It is always give your man peace, give your husband peace. And that comes with a whole lot of BS, because if you're not giving peace, I don't see how you're going to give somebody peace. If you're a wife or your girlfriend, you're dating somebody and that person is going out doing whatever they're doing and you are aware of it, I don't see how you're going to give that person peace. You're going to endure for some time. Yes, you're going to put on your big girl's pants and be like, okay, we are in this relationship or we're in this marriage, for better, for worse. One day you're going to snap. One day you're going to get tired of it, and you're not going to give that person peace. In as much as men are thinking, okay, I want to get somebody that will give us peace, do you even have peace within yourself? Do you have fulfillment within yourself? Because if you don't have peace and you're going out and you marry somebody and you're thinking, okay, this person is going to give me peace, but within yourself you don't have peace, you're just going to frustrate somebody's daughter. And that person's daughter is not going to give you peace. You need inner peace for yourself. Even the ladies, I mean, if you're getting married to somebody thinking this person is going to, fulfill my whatever, or they're going to make me happy, because men are looking for peace, women are looking for happiness. So if you're not making me happy, I am not going to give you peace. I think that is where the whole thing clashes. So men, get your peace yourself. Find inner peace. Make sure you're doing what you're not going to do. Because at the end of the day, if we look at most of the comments that came from this tweet, everybody was saying, why would you not give your husband peace? Even if he's doing anything that he's doing, he's the man of the house. You should allow him to do those things. And then I was reading those comments and I'm like, you think you can get away with, even if I don't leave, even if I want to endure that marriage, just for the sake of keeping face, just for the sake of still answering misses, I am going to stay there and endure, but peace, you're not going to get peace. I think what Toke Makinwa is trying to say is that you cannot abuse somebody's daughter emotionally, mentally, psychologically, physically, and otherwise, and then you expect to have peace. And sometimes, I don't think our men are so broken. Some of them are so broken that they don't even know when they abuse. They don't even know it's abuse, because most times some of these people grow up in homes where it is gbasgbos. Your mother is throwing shoe, your father is throwing daggers, everybody is shouting, and to them that's a normal family. So somebody coming out from that sort of environment and getting married to somebody thinking, I want peace, because if they're coming from a very dysfunctional home, the first thing they're looking for is peace. And you don't even know you're carrying a whole lot of baggage from where you're coming from, and then you're getting married to somebody thinking you want peace, and then you're doing everything that you've learned to that person without even realizing it. And then that person is reacting based on what you're doing, and you're saying, oh, this person is not a good wife. It's not giving me peace. After all, my mother endured everything. My mother's name is Endurance. She took everything like a champ. She was there for my father regardless of anything. Now this generation of women, nobody wants to endure marriage. Nobody wants to endure suffering. Listen, we are a woke generation. Get with the program. If you want peace, be ready to make somebody happy. And if you cannot make somebody happy, don't expect that person to give you peace, because it goes hand in hand. If a woman is happy, she is going to give you peace. If she's not happy, then I don't see how you should expect, because within herself, she doesn't have happiness. She is not peaceful. She's not calm. So I don't see how she's going to give what she doesn't have. I don't see how anybody can project happiness when inside they are not even happy. I think this whole thing boils down to inner peace, inner happiness. Before you go out looking for somebody to make you happy, ensure that within yourself you're happy. Before you go out looking for somebody to give you peace, ensure that within yourself you have peace, and you can actually give peace. Because if you have peace within yourself, you're going to be peaceful, whether you like it or not. If you're happy within yourself, you're going to light up a room regardless of the mood in that room. So be fulfilled in yourself. Don't seek fulfillment from somebody else. Be happy within yourself. Don't seek happiness from somebody else. Then as a whole, I think people can come together and then make things forward. But Africa, especially Nigeria, they just feel that no matter how broken a man is, a woman is supposed to endure. A woman is supposed to fix that. Nobody teaches the man how to be a husband. Everybody is focused on the woman, how to be a good wife. And when she now gets into, she has embodied all those things. She's learned how to please her husband. She's learned how to take care of her children. She's learned how to keep a home. And then you're getting into a union with somebody that has no clue, has no idea, and just think that, okay, you are coming in there to serve them. They are literally children that you have to nurture, train. Like, I don't know. Does everybody have the patience to do that? I think this is where the difference is. This generation, we don't have patience. We don't have patience to sit down and take BS. Some people do, some people still have that patience, but I think what we're seeing is that majority are saying, I don't have to take it. Like Toke Makinwa, she endured for 11 years before getting married to her husband, and that marriage didn't even last up to, I think, a year. It didn't even last up to a year before she was like, I'm done. I cannot potty train this person. So men, learn how to be husbands. Before you accuse somebody of not being a good wife, before you accuse somebody of not being a wife material, sit down and ask yourself, are you husband material? And it's not about finances. It's not about, oh, I can go to work, I can provide for the family. That is not the point. Can you provide security, emotional security for that person? Can you be there? Can you, have you seen when men are sick? They are literally like babies. But when the wife is sick, they'll just be grumbling. I've not eaten, I've not done this, I've not done that. But that woman is sick. Why not, take care of her the way she takes care of you? But they say, oh, women, we have to nurture, but the men, they have to provide. Most times, women provide as much as men do provide. So I think this is where the balance has shifted. If you're in this century, if you're in 2022, and you're thinking that the whole responsibility of a man is to provide, then you've lost the plot. Then you wake up one day and say women don't endure because You're providing, she's providing, and then you're expecting her to give you peace, happiness, love, and children while you just bring money to the table. She is also bringing money. She don't need your money. So when she bounds, they say the woke generation. This is why the woke generation, they are not interested in marriages. If you found that person, your person, then that's perfect. But don't endure, because once you endure in a relationship, you're going to endure in marriages. Like, hello, that's gonna happen. So before people come for Toke, I don't agree with everything that Toke says, but I think she is speaking from from experience. She's been through this. A lot of times we say, oh, we don't know, and they had to learn from experience. But these same people, if you're telling them don't endure certain things before you get married to somebody, they will tell you, you don't want me to get married. You want me to be as miserable as you are. You don't want me to, just make up all these excuses. And then when they get into that relationship or get into that marriages, they start realizing, Toke is actually right. She was making sense, but I chose to ignore it. So sometimes you don't have to believe everything that anybody is saying, but if the message is, don't be a doormat, don't endure, because this same men, you can't tolerate their cheating, but kiss somebody, that marriage or relationship is over, but they're literally going to bring a baby and dump on you and expect you to take it. They're not going to give you peace, but once you give them war, it's going to be, she is bad, she is this, and she is that. So I think the whole moral of this is, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. If you don't have peace within yourself, don't expect peace from another person. If you don't have happiness within yourself, don't expect somebody else to give you happiness. If you're not fulfilled internally, don't think somebody can fulfill you. Don't think marriage can fulfill you. Don't think relationship can make you whole. You have to find those things yourself. You have to be fulfilled yourself. You have to find purpose within yourself, so that when you get into, things that are not working, it's either you find how to compartmentalize everything and deal with them, or you be like the woke generation and bounce. So let me know your opinion. Do you think Toke Makinwa is out of line to have said what she said? Or do you think because of the fact that she generalized saying that Nigerian men, she lost the plot, or she lost the whole line in that? But is the message true? Is the fact that Nigerian women endure a lot, especially Yoruba women? Yoruba women, endurance is their name. I don't want to generalize, so it's not like, oh, it's all Yoruba women, but some Yoruba women, I know some of them, and what they take, even in relationship, nah. So anyway, let me hear your comments, let me hear your views, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.